Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter. Hello, fine folks. This is Freedom Fighter. Welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host, beautiful folks, in the Goldilocks QFS dialogue room. Every day, multiple people, multiple members announcing their bank appointments, meetings with wealth managers, plans, strategies that are being set up and put into place in preparation for their exchange, and also to take those exchanged funds and put them in investment vehicles to grow the wealth in order to manage their wealth. 3 different people with new bank appointments today. Excited, announced. We even have a young man that whom you all have heard from, possibly, who just gave an update on his wealth management appointment as well, whereby they discussed tax benefits, I'll put it like that, so that when he exchanges, he will be able to benefit from the legal tax structures up front to maximize his return on his exchange. He's had that detailed discussion with the wealth manager. Yeah, I know the gurus have told you that you will not be taxed. You believe that? That's on you. Or you can be proactive, establish your relationships with the wealth managers. Once that a relationship is established, you can have the discussions like this particular member, where the wealth manager put a team in place to take advantage of the legal tax structures. Fine folks, this is a golden opportunity that you have. You are golden yourself, a child of God, a royal descendant of the Almighty. You have the opportunity right now to take advantage and be proactive and take control of your investment. Goldilocks is sharing today some important information, one being on the IRS. New digital regulation that actually went into place yesterday. That absolutely has to do with foreign currency exchanges. As a matter of fact, January the 1st, 2 weeks ago, new laws, tax laws from the IRS went into place, whereby exchanges with gains over $200 is taxable. There is no coincidence the IRS has put into place those new tax regulations that went into effect January the 1st. And here's new regulations went into effect yesterday, January the 14th. Something else related to foreign currency exchanges. Also, Goldilocks wants you to understand the digital currency regulations and how they affect our investment. I went over the several articles by Goldilocks and just got off the phone. Let's jump right into it. This one's pretty spicy. Global crypto asset regulations will change currency values. I'm going to repeat that. Global crypto asset regulations. Yes, those regulations that have been passed and more coming. These crypto asset regulations will change currency values as widespread adoption of cryptocurrencies could impact the demand of the currencies. And it is, folks, supply and demand that raises the value of the currencies, particularly if regulations foster mainstream use and stability of crypto assets, potentially leading to fluctuations in exchange rates between fiat and cryptocurrencies. Why is these regulations so important? How do they affect paper currencies? Because, ladies and gentlemen, we're moving into a new digital economy. The digital asset-based trading system, the quantum financial system, these cryptocurrencies will back our paper currencies. So when you have the digital asset regulations, it affects the paper currencies because it is a global adoption of the regulations and the digital assets such as cryptocurrency that enables the paper currencies to go up in value. It's a new banking system, folks. The digital banking system. We had to have the digital regulations to regulate the digital banking system. There are key points to remember and to consider, Goldilocks wants you to know. Regulations create a more stable and secure environment for cryptocurrencies. Also, investor confidence could increase the demand for cryptocurrencies. International trade, folks, will be done digitally using cryptocurrencies such as XRP and others. And Goldilocks wants you to know that based on current trends, investors around the world are turning to digital assets like Bitcoin and others as a safe haven asset such as gold as well, providing a hedge against instability in the global markets. Yeah, you remember, you were told all those things about Bitcoin going to zero, all the negative stuff that was put out there. Donald Trump comes back, accepts Bitcoin as donations for his campaign and calls himself the Bitcoin president. You should reconsider all those people you listened to about Bitcoin. No, this is not something that I'm going to harbor on. I can care less if someone invests in Bitcoin or not. It's irrelevant. But I do care about how you understand that every single digital asset, whether it's XRP, Bitcoin, or anything else, is absolutely connected to the dinar, the dong, the bolivar, and every currency. Because, folks, it is the digital assets the Bitcoins, the XRPs, all the other cryptocurrencies where an unlimited amount of money is being pumped into, trillions, quadrillions are being pumped into these digital assets that are connected to the paper currencies that we hold. You must realize the key points of digital assets as safe havens, meaning these are safe places for investors to put money into. Those are the same investors that will move the value of the dinar and other currencies up. So you must realize the importance of digital assets. That is why the regulations 2 months ago Iraq passed were the digital asset regulations in Iraq, preparing for the new digital banking system. Europe, January 9th, digital assets for the digital banking system. Chairman Hill, the Financial Services Committee in the Trump administration, announced day one the Trump administration will pass, eventually move through and deliver the digital asset regulations. All of this, folks, is for the new digital banking system, whereby the RV of paper currencies is directly affected. So just yesterday, the IRS announced a final regulation regarding digital content transactions. It's called, and the summary is the classification of digital content and cloud transactions. They significantly impact foreign currency exchange by determining where income from these transactions are sourced, which then determines which currency is used for different transactions. And yes, this can potentially lead to exchange rate fluctuations depending on the location of the customer and the service provider. Essentially, folks, it affects how companies need to manage their foreign currency exchange transactions when dealing with cross-border digital sales on a cloud. This is all digital. In this IRS regulation that just went live yesterday, it states this document contains final regulations modifying the rules for classifying digital transactions involving computer programs, including by applying the rules to transfer of digital content. These final regulations also provide rules for the classification of cloud transactions. These rules apply for purposes of the international provisions of the Internal Revenue Code and effectively involve taxpayers engaging in transactions on the digital cloud. What is the digital cloud? The quantum financial system. So here you have new regulations regarding digital transactions that affect foreign currency exchange, released, going into law in the Federal Register just yesterday. More regulations here we have going live related to the digital asset-based trading system, the quantum financial system, as many of you may know it. The QFS, folks, the quantum financial system, the technical term at the highest level of those that are responsible for the RV, the actual term for the quantum financial system is the digital asset-based trading system. So here you go yesterday. Yet another regulation, final rule, goes live regarding digital assets and connected to foreign currency. It doesn't only affect foreign currency, but foreign currency is a part of it. Folks, you are witnessing through Goldilocks the inner workings of how the RV is being developed behind the scenes. These new regulations prepare for the launching pad of the RV, with the regulations providing the legal framework, the legal backing, so that every country and the currencies that they hold that will revalue in the new system are legal moving forward, so that every country is protected legally. What a time to be alive. This is not something that will come again in our lifetime. You are more than welcome to come into the Goldilocks QFS Dialogues room. Click the link at the top of the description to meet folks that we are training with 8 steps to prepare for their exchange by establishing relationships with the actual bankers that will help them to grow their generational wealth. Why not you? Be well. We love you. Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.